Hello, you are listening to my first podcast, a magical world of your daily sounds, made just for you and your grown-ups to enjoy together. I'm Lucy. How are you today? In my first podcast, we listen to all the sounds we can find around us. There are so many sounds that we hear every day. Whizzes, pops, toots, clangs, hums, buzzes, and bumps. Tickling in your ear sounds, and booming, far too noisy sounds. Each day is filled with sound. And of course, we can make sounds ourselves too. Did you hear that? I can blow air through a straw, and that makes this sound. Can you make a sound too? Maybe your grown-up can show you how to do it. That sounds amazing. It's time for our sound adventure. But before we start our adventure, we need some sounds. Oh, what's just flown in? A lovely, colourful bag. I wonder what's inside. Let's take a look. It's a bag full of sounds. They're all swirling around. I know. Let's pick some sounds from the bag for today's adventure. Let's open it up a teeny bit so we can have another listen. There are so many sounds to choose from. That's a car horn. Beep, beep. And a cat. Meow to you too. I wonder if the car horn and the cat will be in our sound adventure. Let's close the bag and give it a good shake. What will our sounds be today? Let's dive into our bag of sound and see what treasures can be found. A ringing bell, a buzzing bee. Let's shake it up in 1, 2, 3. That's a dog. The dog barks. Woof, says the dog. I wonder which sound will pop out next. Ring, ring. I know what that is. It's a bike bell. Ring, ring. Good job, bag of sounds. Now we have our two sounds. A dog and a bike bell. We only need one more sound to start our sound adventure. And this sound will tell us where our sound adventure will happen. Are we outside or inside? Are we on top of a hill or in a shop? Let's open the bag of sounds one more time. It sounds like we're outside. The birds are tweeting and I can hear the rustle of leaves on the trees. Oh, it's the park. We're in the park for today's sound adventure with a dog and a bike bell. And this is Hassan.
Oh, there.
Hassan is taking us on our sound adventure with his dad. Hassan's dad is riding his bike through the park with Hassan on the back seat. Let's listen out for the dog and the bike bell. I wonder when our sounds will pop up. Ready? Here we go. It sounds like Hassan is having a lovely time riding through the park on the back of his dad's bike. Did you hear the sound of a dog barking and the bike bell ringing? Let's listen again and see if we can spot the sounds. Shout out loud when you hear them. That's the dog. That's the bike bell. Dog. Ah, that's the bike bell again. Did you spot our sounds too? Well done. What a great sound adventure we've had. Going through the park on the back of a bike is very exciting, and the dog sounded like it was having lots of fun. It's time for us to put the dog bark and ringing bike bell back into our bag of sounds. All the sounds are safely back in the bag, ready for their next adventure. Before we go, let's sing a song all about the sounds we heard today. In the park we cycle and play and think of all that we heard today. The bike bell goes ding and the dog starts to bark, listening out as we ride through the park, exploring outdoors with our family. There's so much to hear and to see. Listen close to what we have heard. For every sound we learn a new word. Quiet ones, noisy ones, whistles and clangs, booming and whispering, crashes and bangs. Our sound adventures have just begun. Let's listen and learn, everyone. Thanks for joining me on our sound journey today. Hi grown-ups. We would love to hear recordings of your little ones. Send voice notes of giggles or first words to hello@myfirstpodcast.club and we might even feature them in our podcast. And of course, please share photos on Instagram of your adventures using the hashtag MyFirstPodcastClub. If you enjoyed the show, please follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, or wherever you listen to your podcasts for more great episodes. You can support us on Supercast by joining the club. We love to hear what you think, so please rate and review us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It really helps more people find our podcast. Thanks for listening to My First Podcast.